let's start to think about equal pressure. Gonna get equal pressure. Boom, like we're squatting. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another beautiful sunny day. Really toasty for mid-January. So warm that I gotta take my jacket off while I'm talking to you guys. I don't know if you can see, way down there we have the ocean just behind the chairlift. That's Vancouver itself. But we're up at Cypress Mountain right now, and let's get to the next lesson. So we've been talking a lot about the last video about the up and down motion when you're making your transition and getting those knee drives. I talked a bit about that, but I don't think I really showed it. I don't remember. I think I had to do a talk over, so I'll demonstrate. When you're going, right, how you have to drive those knees. So what we're going to work on today is getting a not as much exaggerated up and down. You still got to do your weight shift, so you still got to unweight the board, but we're going to get a bit lower. We're going to stay a bit lower, and we're going to start to rotate our shoulders a little bit more. So we want to start getting this back hand, which has been trailing behind and which can cause you to open up and start to lean back. We want to start to bring that a little bit forward. So we're going to bring it a bit forward, try and get our shoulders more square going down the hill, because eventually our goal is trying to get ourselves really squared up, getting our hips squared up down the hill, like headlights. But depending on your stance, especially on the race board, I could really get myself cranked. But even on the freestyle board, I can still get myself fairly turned around as much as I need to. So what we're going to do today, we're going to be turning ourselves a bit forward, still always looking ahead, trying to think of our shoulders parallel with the slope that we're on, and then driving those knees. So as you're coming down the hill, you're driving those knees onto your heels. Boom, we're going to switch around, and then we're going to drive those knees again, driving those knees. And so let's start to think about equal pressure. We're going to get equal pressure. Boom, like we're squatting. Remember, we're going to try and keep our body stacked so our hips and everything are in line with the board. We're going to squat down, pushing with our heels, lifting our toes when we're doing it to heel side, and then lifting up a little bit and driving with our knees and the toes. All right, let's see how that works on the hill. My head's up, my back hand is a bit forward. I'm trying to keep my upper body as quiet as possible. And every time I go to make a turn, I'm starting to push my knees in the direction that I'm going. My head's always looking up where I'm going. And watch as my knees drive into the hill for my heel side. And I'm driving down the hill when I change to the toe side. Trying to keep my turns nice and equal. So we're going to do big sweeping turns about the same radius. Constantly keeping those knees pushing into the hill. Upper body quiet, and see how my body's stacked over the board. So everything from my shoulders down through my hips is all trying to stay over the board. And I'm using almost equal pressure on both my feet and pushing down every time I'm going to make my turn. And you notice the up and down motion is much less subtle than it was in the last video. But we're still unweighting and then pushing, unweighting, just like we're going to do a squat. Keep those knees nice and soft. They're your shock absorbers. You got to be able to feel every bump as you're going over it. Your weight shift is subtle, but you're keeping those knees soft. All right, for the quick review, heads up. Shoulders are level with the slope that you're on. Your knees are soft like shock absorbers. And you're driving those knees to make your turns. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.